Let me share with you the mysterious tale of the cursed sanctuary. It is a story shrouded in jealousy, regret, and a fateful decision. What Clara discovered in the heart of the forest would change her life forever. Some say the sanctuary still whispers its dark secrets to those who dare approach. But beware, for every choice comes with a price.
Once upon a time, there was a teenage girl named Clara who lived in a warm and loving home with her parents. For years, she had been their pride and joy, the center of their universe. Every evening, they would laugh together at the dinner table, sharing stories and unforgettable moments. But everything changed the day her baby brother, Elliot, was born. Elliot was a radiant baby, and her parents, dazzled by his presence, devoted all their attention to him. Clara, once cherished, was pushed to the background. Her silent cries for help were drowned out by the newborn's wails. The smiles and sweet words that were once hers now belonged to her brother. Slowly, jealousy took root in Clara's heart, growing like a shadow in her mind. One day, while she was walking with her friends in the woods, she heard a story whispered to her by her classmates. They spoke of an old pagan shrine abandoned deep in the forest. According to legend, the place was haunted by a dark entity that could grant terrible wishes. It was said that if someone wrote another person's name next to their own on the wall of the shrine and then erased that name, that person would disappear from the world. At first, Clara was frightened by the story, but she couldn't stop thinking about it. One night, consumed by anger and pain, she decided to find the sanctuary. The forest was dark and oppressive, the trees seeming to whisper warnings. When she finally found the sanctuary, it was as sinister as she had imagined. The walls were covered in names written in chalk, some partially erased, others etched with eerie precision. Trembling, Clara wrote her brother's name, Elliot, followed by her own. Then, in a desperate act, she erased Elliot's name and fled the site, her heart pounding. The next morning, a strange change had taken place. Her parents seemed confused when she mentioned Elliot. Gradually, they forgot not just his name, but his very existence. Yet Elliot was still there, crying from hunger and neglect. Horrified by what she had done, Clara tried to care for him, but her guilt only deepened her torment. As the days passed, Clara noticed that her brother's body was beginning to fade. His hands became translucent, his feet disappeared, and his face seemed to dissolve into the air. Clara's guilt was unbearable, but the worst was yet to come. One night, as she slept, a dark voice whispered in her ear, "If your name fades from the wall, you too will disappear, but your soul will be mine forever." Terrified, Clara realized she had to return to the sanctuary. She ventured into the forest once more, this time pursued by visions of shadows and shifting shapes. When she reached the sanctuary, she found her own name slowly fading from the wall. In tears, she begged the entity to bring her brother back. A dark presence manifested, and its voice echoed through the dim space. "Your brother is gone forever, his soul lost. But you, your soul will belong to me. You will become my slave. The contract is sealed, and there is no turning back." As the years passed, Clara grew up and moved on with her life. When she entered college, she found solace in new friendships and the love of her life. For a time, she forgot about the shrine and the horrors it held. Happiness returned, and the shadows in her mind seemed to fade. But one fateful night, Clara woke up in a place unlike any she had ever seen. The air was thick with despair, the darkness stifling. Screams echoed in the distance, and the ground beneath her feet was cold and damp. A towering demon emerged from the shadows, its eyes burning with malice. Iron chains protruded from its hands, wrapping around Clara's wrists and ankles. The creature's voice was a guttural growl as it hissed, "You are ours now." The demon dragged Clara across the ground, her pleas for mercy swallowed by the oppressive emptiness. She realized with a sinking heart that she had forgotten the shrine for too long. Her name must have vanished from the wall, sealing her fate. The contract she had tried to escape had finally come to claim her. And so, Clara vanished from the world she once knew, her soul condemned to eternal servitude in the depths of despair. The shrine, silent and unyielding, remained in the forest, waiting for its next victim.